Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. I hope I will sound okay. Wow, it's been a while since I've been here. I've been doing a lot of traveling, and I'm finally settled down in a spot where I can actually be nice and quiet. That being said, I am in a house with two very big dogs. So if you happen to hear a little bit of um, sometimes if they hear a little noise, they go a little crazy. So it might get loud, like about now. Nope, maybe not. He's just gonna go outside. Such a big dog, sweetie pie. Anyway, um, the reason I took such a break is because not only was I traveling, but the doing tarot like that, it's exhausting. It really is exhausting. Doing energy work. Um, I wasn't doing a lot online. I wasn't doing a lot of recordings, but I was doing a lot on the side, and so it does get a little bit exhausting. And if you're a tarot reader, then you're going to understand fully what I'm saying. Um, it does draw your energy out. I just got to keep an eye on this giant guy. He might bark, so I apologize. It's going to get a little loud in here. I think he's just restless. Um, so what I thought is, because this channel is all about transformation, I'm going to show you what I do to edit a photograph. So some of you may know that I'm a photographer. I've been a photographer, I guess, my whole life. I just love it. That's my therapy. That's my go-to. Um, when I'm between jobs, that's my go-to thing. So if I lost my camera, it seems like I've lost my left arm or my right arm or something. I love my camera so much. I like being on the other side of the camera. I'm not still a little nervous being on this side. But anyway, what I thought I would do is show you the transformation. This is going to be very small transformation. I mean, when you see the photograph to begin with, you're going to say, "Oh, gee, it's a good photograph. Why do you need to edit it?" But once you see the finished product and the steps that you go through to edit that, it's this particular photograph. It's already good, but it can be better. And so my rule of thumb is, just because a picture is good to begin with doesn't mean it can't be better. Or never delete something off your camera until you look at it on the big screen. So photographers, you're going to know that too. Don't delete until you see it on the big screen, because there could be, you could have a picture this big and this much of it is going to be a work of art. So don't delete it until you get it on the big screen and really assess it, unless it's, if it's a photograph that's been, overexposed and there's nothing there, or if it's underexposed, or if you're trying to do a portrait and there's too much movement, then just, get rid of it. It's just not worth it. It's better to do the photograph again, especially in the digital world. You do have the opportunity to do that, to bracket meaning, do three in a row and pick whichever one is the best in the three. And sometimes, you know what, you can use all three. So I'm going to show you. This is my favorite. A lot of people love Photoshop. I'm I don't know. I'm not a Photoshop person. I'm a Corel Draw person. So if I'm going to do graphics, I'm going to go to my back to my Corel Draw, which, I've used the name Corel Chick for several years on either Twitter or Instagram. But I absolutely love working with Picasa. It's a Google product, and no, I'm not affiliated with Google, not in any way. I'm just saying that this particular application is for anybody to use, not just professionals. It's a great Great application. It does what you need. If there's, if there's any sort of cutting and pasting that you need to do, well, then you can move to, another app like Photoshop or InDesign or something like that. But for now, if you're doing basic editing, cropping, what else? Vignettes. I love my vignettes. So if you've been to my website, you're going to see I love my vignettes. But anyway, I'm going to show you. I'm going to share my screen here. Let me get it up here first. No, actually, how do I share my screen here? Share screen. Okay. And there we go. Let's see. I'm going to freeze up now, aren't I? Nope, maybe not. Okay, so I'm going to open up Picasa here. Maybe. Am I going to? Okay, I don't care about the color scheme in Windows. Okay. All right, so there's my Picasa. And I did a photo shoot last night. Am I sharing? Where did my window go? Oh my gosh, where am I? Where am I? Okay. Why is it not sharing? Stop. Bless you. Try this again. I will share Picasa. That's what I'm going to share. There we go. There we go. Okay. So where did that cat video go or picture go? So Picasa is a very basic program. Right now, what you're looking at is these are all my albums. And, as I scroll down, I mean, I've got so many, pictures in my album here. But what you're going to do is you're going to import them. If they don't import automatically, you can just go up here, import, and then go up here. You're going to choose a folder and, just kind of go through all your folders to find. Sometimes Picasa is a little picky with what they import, file formats and whatnot. But what I'm not having any major issues importing. But let's see here. I'm going to find one that is, oh, picture of my son. So you're gonna choose your photograph, choose the folder, whichever, find the path that you're going to be working with, and select it. You're going to open it. You have to actually click on it, and then you're going to import all. If you've selected multiple, if you have selected multiple files, you have to import all, or just import selected. Sometimes what I'll do is I'm going to select an entire folder, import them all, and then I'll pick and choose which ones I want to import. And then so you just go to import the file, and where is it? Where'd it go? It should be up here soon. Oh, there it is. There it is. So there's the file that I've just imported. Okay, but for today, what we're going to be doing is working on this one cat picture, which I think she has the most beautiful eyes. What cat doesn't really? So you're just going to double click on that, and there's the picture. And some of you will say, oh my gosh, what a great picture. But to me, I'm looking at potential in this picture. So first, what I'm going to do, actually, let me just, I was doing some work on it before just to see what I could do with it. So I thought, with her sitting there by the ring light, just sitting there, so beautiful, I'm going to crop out the non-essentials. So when you're cropping, make sure that you choose the exact size that you need. You don't want to be, if you well, I'm going to show you what square looks like. So there's the square. So that's the crop that you're going to get. you do have a chance to preview it right here. You can preview what you crop. My computer's a little slow, so I apologize for that. You can preview what you cropped. Sometimes it will work and sometimes it won't, just because my computer's slow. This is an old laptop that has it's not going to work anyway. I'm just going to cancel that. But what I like to do is I like to crop to my current ratio. My current ratio is whatever comes out of the camera, and I like to stick with because if you take I like to stick to certain sizes, because if you take this file to a print shop, they're gonna print it. And if your file is, say, yeah, square photograph, they're gonna print you a square, and then you're gonna have a whole bunch of extra space on your on your sheet, which is wasted. And then you end up paying for, an 8.5 by 11 print when you really wanted a 5 by 7. And anyway, or a 5 by 5, you have to pay for that whole sheet. So I'm gonna do the current ratio. And again, the reason I like the current ratio, because if you'll see here, it won't. So it's going to give you exactly what you wanted, okay? And I'm going to be cropping out. We have a little reflection. We have some lights in the background. So this right there, that's a reflection of the lighting that I had in the back. But I do kind of like this. So I'm just going to apply that. And she's such a beautiful cat that, it seems like she's sitting there getting her makeup done. I don't know. All right. Now, and here you've got, so you can recrop, you can straighten it. So if you're doing a landscape and you have water in the background, sometimes people don't see when they're taking a picture, sometimes their water is a little bit crooked. And I do have another picture. I can show you how to correct that. But when you think about it, water doesn't go like this. It's always going to be horizontal. If it's not horizontal, that means that you have a waterfall. So if you want to take a picture of a lake or sunset over a lake, which I do happen to have, then you're going to want to make sure that's straightened. So I'll show you this tool later. We're not doing portraits, so I'll show you the red eye in another time. I'm feeling lucky. I've never used that because I like to make sure I see what I'm doing. I got to put my glasses on because speaking of not seeing what I'm doing, you can auto. I don't like to use the auto. I like to be in the driver's seat. The retouch, actually, you know what? Up here is a little bit of an anomaly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to retouch. So retouch is basically, come down here and get up to the spot where I want to retouch. Again, my computer is quite slow. So I'm just going to take out this tiny little speck here that's on the window. And you'll notice my brush size. Okay. So make sure your brush size fits the exact spot that you want to retouch. Okay, so you're going to go to the spot that you want cropped out or dodged out. Click on it, and then go in the picture and find something that will eliminate that spot that you want dodged out. So in my case here, what I have is outside, I have some bushes with some sunlight kind of streaming through. So I don't have to be that careful. So let me just, I'm going to undo that. So there's the spot that I took out. And that's it now. Okay, so let me just apply that before I go on. So always, before you move on to the next section, you always have to apply your changes. Now what I like to do is I like to brighten up my pictures. Um, the reason I like to brighten them up, I'm gonna go over here to this tab here, finely tuning. So I'm gonna do fill light. So I'm gonna make it super bright. Okay, so I like to go a little bit brighter because when I go to my shadows pop out a little bit. Okay, so it gives you a little bit more contrast. So if you, I'm going to undo that just to show you the difference. Okay, and there we go. So when you fill the light in, it has a tendency to flatten it a little bit, but once you bring up the shadows, then it gives you that contrast back. Now, I know that right now this we did have a lot of background light because we are doing the photo shoot. We did have a lot of background light, so the coloring is not exactly what my eye saw. So I'm going to just increase the color temperature. This cat is not as gray as the picture is showing. So I'm just going to increase, I'm going to warm up. I'm going to warm it up just a little bit. And so you can see if I warm it up a lot, then she's really yellow. If I cool it down, then that's what you get. So I'm just going to warm it up a little bit and get some of those brown tones in her. And that also, let me just have a look at the trees in the back, make sure. Yeah, so if you look at the trees in the background up in here, they have a little bit of a blue shift to them, a little cooler shift. And this is August, so the sunlight is a little bit warmer. So that's something else you have to take into account. So let's just warm this up a little bit, get those beautiful brown tones in this beautiful little creature here, and really pay attention to the trees. Pay attention. I know the furniture here does have a little bit of a brown shift. It's not like a cool black. It's oh, I can't remember the name of the color, but it is a warmer black. So that to me, I love that. So there is no apply on here. And there's other tools that you can use. You can use a sepia, which I'm not, unless I'm doing something that is vintage, then I'll use the sepia. But don't overdo the sepia. Sometimes I'll see a photograph that is absolutely beautiful and somebody's washed it out with the sepia tones. Don't overdo it. Leave the sepia for the vintage look. Okay, I'm just gonna undo that. Then you can go black and white. Be careful with your black and whites. Just because something is black and white doesn't mean it's an amazing shot. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm not going to go black and white on that. Or you know what? If you want to do a focal black and white, let's focus on something here. So let's put everything black and white. Let's focus on the picture in the background. You do have to be very careful because Picasa only allows you to do circles. It's a circle. I wish we could. That's an update that I would love to see is having different shapes for the focal black and white. But that's another. Let me just apply that. I can undo it, but that's something else you can do. So, I mean, this is tiny, but it does draw. It does draw your eye. So when you first look at that picture, your eye automatically goes to that color right there. Let me try something here. Nope, I can't do it. I can't do it unless let's try something. I'm gonna saturate. I'm gonna super saturate. I am going to undo this because I don't want it to be, and that way we can really draw the attention to that photograph. Okay. There we go. So now you have a black and white photograph and your attention is drawn here. Um, I'm not, I mean, I'm just demonstrating what it would look like. Um, if you're going to do the focal black and white, then make sure you bring up your saturation levels to really punctuate that. But I think I love this picture just the way it is. There's other things that you could do, infrared, and I'm not going to get into that right now. Um, what I am going to do is I'm going to do a vignette because I love doing vignettes. And do you see why? Because now you have a picture of a cat laying on a dresser. Okay. And now your attention is drawn to the center. It's really, really drawn to the center. What I like about the vignette on Picasa is you can change the color on your vignettes. So you can pick up her eye color. You can pick up any color you want. So if you want a white vignette, there you go. You can change the size of it. And it does draw your attention. However, I like just the black vignette and it frames everything in so nicely. You can increase the size, decrease the size. I'm kind of fond of that one. You can increase the strength. Okay, really frame it in tight, increase it, or you can decrease it just to soften it up a little bit. So I'm going to increase it just to show you the extremes that you can go to. And so you're going to fade it, okay? Fade it through. And so now it's more of a semi-transparent even, okay? The dogs are getting restless. They want to, I don't dare say the word PLAY out loud. Okay, I like that. Actually, let me cancel that. I'm going to do that again. I like that just the way it is. Apply that. Just 1 second. Somebody may. Uh-oh. And once you're done, you put your signature on it. Where is my favorite? There we go. Okay. And you can change the text color. You can even pick up a color in your, so if you can change it to whatever color you want. Okay. I'm going to pick up a color because I like my signatures to coordinate with the photograph. You can make it transparent so it's not so harsh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Just 1 second. Sorry about that. They were very anxious to get outside, and a 110-pound German Shepherd barking in the microphone would not have been. I'd have to apologize profusely for that. Anyway, and then make sure you apply. And that's it. It's that simple. This program, this application. This it's called Google Picasa. I love it, love it, love it. I have gotten some amazing artwork, some amazing prints by using this. Okay, so as far as saving goes, if you just click on save, what you're going to do is you're going to overwrite your original file. You don't want to do that just in case you lose this one or if you want to make different changes to it. So always, always, always save it as a different copy. Okay, so save as always. Where are we going to put this? Yep, I'm going to just put it in the same one. Gosh, I don't know this cat's name. Um, Taylor's cat. There we go. Taylor's cat. Save. So now you have the original copy and you have the copy that you just edited. And then if you see that window that just popped up, Picasa is going to import it. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and close this window. And there you go. There's my work for today. Edit, and there's the new photograph right there. Okay, so you'll see here all these photos. That's my job for today, is editing the photo shoot we did last night. So I'm going to be doing a few more of these. I'm telling you, photography and editing photography and graphic design is my passion. I love it. If you have a website that you need edited, if you need a website that needs to be created, please let me know. I just love doing this stuff. I don't stop until it's perfect for you. My prices are reasonable. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link the, I think I've linked my website in the description. I will if I haven't. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit nervous because I haven't been online for a very long time, and I have to apologize for that. Just energetically, it just wasn't working for me. And anyway, so my channel is called Faith Inspired Transformation, and the acronym is FIT. We're going to get fit in our mind. And the reason I am doing photographs now is because, to me, photographs that's my therapy. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I'm going to stop sharing the screen here. There we go. So one of the dogs is coming in. The other one has not. She's very quiet, but he's a little bit. Make sure to turn my microphone back on. Anyway, photography is my therapy. I love it, and it keeps me focused. It keeps my energy, keeps me grounded. Getting fit in your mind and your body is going to follow. Keep in mind, it doesn't mean that if you get fit in your mind, then everything in your body is going to follow. There are, nutritional things that you should follow, and exercise, and all that stuff. I'm not an expert on nutrition and exercise. There's people that out there that just love that sort of thing. My thing is keeping fit in your mind. I've tried doing exercise, I've tried the nutrition, but I was not mentally healthy. I guess that's the best way to say it. I was not mentally healthy. Anyway, I have a few stories I can tell. I did a lot of traveling in the past couple of months, so I do have some stories to tell. Hopefully you'll be interested in those. But anyway, if you like what I do, please comment, subscribe, share, do whatever you feel that you feel called to do. And if you've never seen Picasa before, and you're just being introduced to it now, I would love to hear your stories, your success stories, or your struggles. If you have struggles with it, with editing, please let me help you out with that. yeah, just message me. I think my email will be in the description as well. So yeah, message me if you have any questions about it. It would be my honor to help you out. Anyway, this dog, his name is Jet. I call him Mr. Edwards because he's like a horse. He's a big boy. Um, he's such a sweet guy, Mr. Edwards. I might even do photos of these guys, and we'll go through that as well. Anyway, have a great weekend. I'm slowly going to be getting back into a routine, and I will talk to you. I will talk to you somewhere between now and the next time I'm on. Have a great time. Bye.